Welcome back, everybody, to where the fun that never ends because Paul is fighting a cat.
I'm like literally yelling at my cat. She's verbalizing. I was just saying to Brad, you ever hear the problem with the cat is it's too loud? Has anyone ever said those words? That is the problem with my cat. She's aggressively stupid.
You know, maybe she gets that from its owner.
I did make this observation to my wife that our animals' behavior is, of course, our fault. It's something I also point out to parents. For example, I might have said this to you. I've said it to my brother-in-law. Like their kid will do something stupid, and I'll just kind of lean in and be like, "That's your fault, by the way." It's like it's exactly what that person wants to hear at that time.
This is your genetic makeup.
Yeah. Yep. It's whatever toxic stew that is your DNA. I made that happen. So, hey, congratulations.
Yeah, there you go. Speaking of non-toxic stew, it is sunny
Yep.
outside. It is. It's not all that warm. It's 42 freedom units out there, but we will be getting many more freedom units here later this week, and it will be nice. And I'm going
But it feels better, doesn't it? Like it's same thing here. It's cooler than I would like. Going to get much warmer. But you can look outside and it looks like spring, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Which I think is appreciated. Also, we're going to that first baseball game on Friday, and it's going to be like 78 degrees during the day.
Yep.
But by the time we're in the stadium sitting there, it's going to be like 65 degrees.
That'll be good.
That's good.
That's good.
That's baseball weather. That's good.
Yep. Yeah, that is not winter
42.
weather, which we've been accustomed to.
Yeah.
And speaking of things we're accustomed to, Paul, you lazy bag, you finally put that Samsung review up. Just kidding. You wrote up a lot. But
well, actually, you're not kidding. I only put a part of it. It's probably going to be a 3-parter. It's just too long. Like that's been the problem with getting it out. Is it's just too much stuff. So I'm going to split it. Well, I am splitting it into parts. So I put up the first part today, which is about the design and the hardware components, essentially. Tomorrow, I'm going to write about the camera. And then the third part is going to focus on unique hardware and software features of mostly software, really, of which there are many. I don't know I'm going to be able to do it justice. I mean, the Samsung is one of those gifts that keeps on giving. Like you'll never fully master this device. There's just so much going on there.
Well, good. This is a shortened show because Brad has stuff to do and involves not talking to Paul.
Sounds like a good day.
No, it really is.
I don't know
something
what kind of meetings you're having or whatever, but
they're not good meetings. Well, they're not bad meetings. They're just
meetings. You don't have to explain. It's
a meeting.
We don't call them fun things. We call them meetings. It's
something that will eventually appear on Thurrott once I get 5 minutes of uninterrupted time. I got tips from a bunch of people, and lots of people have now confirmed that Microsoft is closing down some app support. Not app support, that's probably app development of
like
things.
New app development, yeah.
Yeah, like stocks and weather and all those kind of things that come with Windows. They're probably not going to live around too much longer. They might just stay exactly the same for a long time. But those people, I believe, were given options of moving anywhere else inside of Microsoft or direct positions onto the Edge team. So
I was one of the people who was able to confirm this because I heard in the post Terry Myerson stuff, I spent much of that week on the phone speaking to various people from Microsoft, and I heard more than once that there were these. It was described a little differently, who these people were, what they were part of, but the gist of it was they were working on RS5 features, and they were told that wasn't happening anymore. Not RS5, just the work they were doing, and every one of them was offered a job on the Edge team, and every one of them said no. So and now they're free to go try to figure something else out at Microsoft. So, we'll see what happens.
Yep. So I will write up those little tidbits here, hopefully today. All things considered. Other fun things happening in the world. If your data was exposed to the Cambridge Analytica stuff, like mine was because some of my dumbass friends apparently clicked on these stupid quizzes, you'll be getting notifications inside your app. Mine showed up this morning, and I would like to thank all my friends for that.
I sort of joked on Twitter yesterday. It was, riffing on a headline that said something to the effect of, how do you know that, you could have been hacked by Cambridge Analytica? And my response was, do you have a Facebook account? Then the answer is yes. And some people, like in the overly pedantic world of Twitter, some people are like, well, that's not technically true. I mean, it's only 187 million people. Anyone who finds Facebook to be credible or trustworthy is an idiot, and they've already revised that number once. I think this is a lot worse than you think it is, and the potential for abuse here is humongous. So no, it's probably not literally every single person on Facebook, but it's a sizable audience, and let's not be naive about that.
Yep. So, I got nothing else other than that was a nice little wake-up call. I did say it wasn't me. It was one of your friends, which makes me just want to murder everyone again.
Yeah. No, Facebook is beautiful because it is the people that you care about. It's your friends and family for the most part, at least for me. I mean, that's how I do Facebook. And, yeah, it's the biggest group of frickin' idiots I've ever seen in my life, playing stupid games and asking me to take polls and doing, I don't know what the frick these people are doing with their lives. And they're like, these are the people I know. Facebook is painful.
That it is.
It's tough.
That it is. And then, Paul, you got one other thing in the show notes here, and I have no idea what it is.
So Alan over at AdDuplex is a great guy, and he, of course, supplies a lot of that Windows device usage data that we cite every month. Mm-hmm. He's also written a great book about attending conferences that you should check out in ebook form. I guess before the MVP summit, he's an MVP, so before the MVP summit, he wrote an online service called Extendi, and the idea here is that if you go into the show, you sign up, and then everyone can kind of get together and see what each other's doing, and you can meet people physically when you get there. Oh. So he has extended Extendi to support Microsoft Build 2018. So if you are going to build like we are, you should sign up for this. And this is the notion here. It's something Alan's, like I said, he wrote an ebook about conferences. The idea here is that a lot of people in our industry are probably by nature kind of shy around people in real life. And but we share all that. We're going to the same show. We have all the same interests. And this is a way for people to kind of get together with each other and figure out who else is going to the things they're going to and so forth. So if you go to extendi.com, and there's actually a URL specifically for Build, but let me just make sure that the main URL works. I believe it will.
Speaking of giving my data to other people, I'm doing this right now.
Yeah. I mean, so and then you search for Build, and of course, Microsoft Build 2018 comes up, and then you can click on you're going, and, it's like, hey, we're all arriving at the airport at the same time. We can save on a taxi fare to our hotel because everyone's probably staying at the same hotel right downtown. It's a great idea. He's a great guy. And like I said, if you're going to Build, you should go to this. I'm going to write this up today. I've tweeted it. I'll tweet it again. I'm going to put it on Windows Weekly this week as well. But again, if you're going to Build, check out Extendi. It's extendee.com, and sign up and let other people who are going to Build know you're going to, and maybe you can get together with people.
Yeah, this is actually a great little thing.
Yeah.
So I am going to do this. 25 days until departure, Paul.
Thanks for that. Between then and now, I have one trip scheduled to Boston. That's a personal thing, and I would like to keep it that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got anything else for today, Paul?
I do not. Have fun at your meeting. Sorry.
Always insensitive.
Try to have fun at your meeting.
Always insensitive. Always. It hurts. Hurts right here.
I sent you that photo of Olaf getting nailed by the door. I don't know if it was clear what happened there, but my dog delivers things in her mouth to people who come to the door. And so when the landscaper showed up for the first time this year, she brought him Olaf. And then when she dropped it, it got caught in the door. And I couldn't pull it out because its little beak or whatever it has was actually trapped. I thought you would appreciate it. You must have Olaf stuff all over your house.
Everywhere. Yep. I do appreciate it. And with that, folks, that wraps it up for today. We'll be right back here tomorrow on First Ring Daily on Wednesday, where it's going to be a lot warmer and a lot happier. Have yourselves a wonderful Tuesday.